We need to, yeah, because we need time to build our stuff up. Oh, our healing saved us. Oh, their plan almost worked. It didn't this time, but oh, I'm glad we got that vineyard. Welcome back. Last video, we went over the year one celebration video for the Bazaar. Today, we're going to go over the actual patch notes because the patch came out that day. So let's go through the patch notes and then have a full run right after that. Let's get into it. So, patch 13, Happy Birthday Bazaar, the real version. Quality of life features to start. The monster loadout is now viewable when you right-click a monster to see its loadout prior to fighting them. Useful. You can item details view now as well, so you can right-click an item to see its base stats and enchantments. This saves so much time and so many question marks of how does this particular item react to this particular enchantment, and what does that look like across different levels of the item? Is it silver? Is it gold? Does it only go down to silver? Does it go down to bronze? All that information straight in the interface. No need to go to external websites. It partially explains why, like how Bazaar hasn't been updated in quite a while, because they knew this was coming out. Probably were told this in advance. So yeah, it's useful to have it in client. The item selling hotkey was also added so that you can sell something by pressing a button. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but we can try to give that a test. And then you can hide the names of your PvP opponents. So this can help you if your opponents, if you notice like inappropriate names or you don't want to show people's names in a particular day. It's up to you, and you can hide those on your own if you want. There was a Unity engine upgrade to 6.3, so there are improvements that come automatically, and then there's optimizations you can do on your own as a developer to like utilize the new features that come along with that. Looks like they put some work in on that, so glad to see they did that. The prize pass has been updated, so back to level 1, you can build back up to get some more cosmetics. And speaking of cosmetics, as I noticed in the year one video, Karnak has an animated skin. That's the first animated skin in the game. We probably will see more. We'd love to see one for Pig, but that is a good direction to have different variations of kinds of customization. Let's keep on scrolling down. Heated and chill slots now prioritize locations where they are not adjacent to an existing slot, so that you have some flexibility in spacing hot versus cold, or heat or hot next to hot. That really lets you be a little bit more flexible in where you place things. And that's been one of the pain points in my understanding of Jewels. Maybe that'll unlock the character for me next time I play Jewels. The item tier scaling has been adjusted. I'm not 100% sure what that means. I guess that's more of a, you'll notice it when you see it. Loot items that have shiny double their effects, so more consistency on the enchants for loot. And then some items had bad types and the skill types were off too, so those got fixed. So now for some new content. So there's the Mossy enchant, so that you can enchant something with regen. So health, shield, and damage through obsidian were ways you could add a brand new vector on things. And now you can also do regen. Lovely. That was one of the missing things. I guess, no, not flying. I guess all the major ones have been covered now. In terms of encounters, there's 3 new encounters. One is the Arcane Abyss encounter, which lets you enchant an item with shiny. There didn't used to be a pedestal for shiny. You could only get it if you chose to randomly get an enchant. So that's your day 1 enchanted item. That could be shiny. Or if you see the enchant an item, you just get whatever they give you. That could be shiny as well. But there was no clear, you put this here, you're going to get shiny. Now that'll exist. I'm sure it'll be really rare, but it exists. Deborah, sell the rights, gain 1 gold for each fight you've won. So this is an event where you get to pick from one of these 3 things. So you can sell the rights, gain 1 gold for each fight you have won. So if you're later in the days, if you want a bunch of fights, it's a good gold influx. Monster sightings, gain 1 XP for each monster fight you've lost. So you get a little bit of payback for some unlucky things or early things that you couldn't control. So you get some XP boosts. So you get back what you would have gotten from those fights. That's a nice catch-up mechanic. And then heroic encounters, gain 2 prestige for each player fight you have lost. That is actually pretty big sometimes. Like, say you're on day 8 and you've lost 4 player fights. 8 more prestige will save you from going to the death pedestal really easily. So you can really get a bounce back of at least having one more fight before you just outright lose. Especially if you've already lost all of your prestige and you've gone to the pedestal. Now you can get, if it's early enough in the day, you can get enough to die again and not actually be out. That's pretty useful. Then Mossy Ridge, the pedestal for the Mossy enchant, of course. So there are a number of new items. They don't have any descriptions. They're just listed there. So we'll just have to keep a lookout for those. So looks like everyone has at least a couple new items. And Mac has the most because they have the straight up moss item. So yeah. And then there's some common items like added. A bar of soap that has an ammo item that has a cooldown of 2. And it heals 20, 40, 80, and 160. All right. And then the Lucky Clover. Oh, that was from the event that we used to have. So the event actually buffs up your chance of getting higher level items. And depending on the level, the higher chance it is. Nice. And then Moon Lily. When you sell this, your leftmost region item gains 1, 2, 4, or 8 regen. So just regen buffing off of an item when you sell it. That's nice. I don't think we've had a sell to get regen buff item, so this would be the first one of those. Now, encounter updates. So there's a number of them here. So the reroll costs are down. Nice. So silver is 3 from 4. Rerolling on a 4 cost vendor was so heavy. I'm glad that's reduced. And then gold is 4 instead of 6. Much better. A lot easier to like feel good about rerolling because there was plenty of times where I'm like, I do need another item, but paying 6, I am not doing that. So that's pretty good. So Arrow got moved to day 1. Starts at silver tier and spawns earlier and sells vehicle or drone items. All right. The Antiquarian spawns in all heroes. Burning Caldera has new VFX. And other enchantment pedestals will receive similar updates in the future. So I guess Burning is the fire enchant, so it has some new stuff, and each one's going to be updated individually as time goes on. Julie's Crib, updated options. You can call a friend, get a firmware update or core study. Call a friend, get an enchanted friend or tech item from any hero. Firmware update, upgrade your leftmost core and gain 10% max health. Okay. Core study, get a skill from any hero associated with your standard core type. Okay, so they all do cover different kinds of items. So yeah, that makes sense. Mr. Moreland is now a pig only encounter. Okay. Pin Feather starts on day 6, starts at gold tier on everyone except Jules, and gets new deal items from any hero. Prospero starts on day 1, starts at silver tier, now deals items from any hero. Okay. And then a Street Festival event that starts on day 5 instead of day 4. Okay. Then there's some monster updates. Just going to power through these. We'll see them as we fight them. And there's a bunch of individual common item updates. Like it's a bunch of the flat upgrades that were mentioned before for items. Pressure Claw is now food. Oh, because it's a claw. That makes sense. But yeah, others, just some numeric adjustments here across the path. So, and everyone has so many updates. Holy crap. I'm not going through all of these. I'm going to go for my main. I'm going to go over Pig. Karnak also has a number of them, but Pig is the one that I'll be able to understand. I'll discuss those. So Bad Blocker got a buff at the highest level. Okay, Belt is only 2 levels, so it's only gold and diamond. 40 and 80% health, and it does not double you at all ever. Okay. So a bit of a nerf. Actually, quite a bit of a nerf. Because even the lowest level is lower than the previous lowest, and the highest level is only a little higher than the second level. All right. Billboard is different now. It's a fast cooldown item. It shields equal to 2/3 2 or 3 times this item's value. When you use an item, it gets 25% value for the fight. So 25% of whatever you've gotten it to, it goes up. Okay. And then your lowest value item has +1 multicast. So a weird incentive of the small item is gonna be better. Oh, is the flavor here that the billboard is advertising for your lowest cost item and it's becoming more capable because the billboard is advertising it? I could buy it. I'll buy it. All right, boomerang, damage changes, damage buffs, so it's usable as its own item, and it starts flying. Okay. Brass knuckles is redesigned. It has 6543 cooldown. Deals 10 damage instead of, I think it was double damage, and gain max health for the fight equal to this item's damage. Okay, so max health synergy instead. All right, briefcase is a quest item now. Okay, so it's cooldown of 4 seconds. Briefcase used to just give you 2 spare change. Now it has a different damage output, and you level up. When you sell this, you can get 6 spare change instead of 3. That's originally. That's nice. If you visit the Herma shop, you heal equal to this item's damage. All right. Kev, you shield. All right. If you sell 25 spare chains, it has 50 damage buff. All right. And then if you sell 50 spare change, you get +2 multicast. +2 multicast? Aye. That's a lot. All right, so briefcase is a real item that you don't just always pick up and just sell immediately now. That's nice, which is probably their goal. All right, so bushel got an update. So increased health value at the top levels, and then when you use an adjacent item, gain 10 to 80 max health for the fight. Was gain regen, so it's a max health item instead of regen. Also, I guess they're removing regen from items now that Mossy can give you regen on items now. So it's now incentivized to use that instead of just relying on a bushel. That makes sense. How many up? Oh, there are so many of these. You know what? Let's just go over the ones that we see are redesigned, and we can just discover the rest because they're all just number changes. So when you see them, just evaluate them as you see them. And but the redesigned ones are the ones you really want to make sure you understand because that's going to change whether or not you want to buy them or not. The numbers are going to be the numbers, but yeah, and in the game you can see the new numbers at each level too. So it's way more transparent. So just diving right in is a lot less risky. So Money Furnace was redesigned. It has a cooldown of 7 now. The burn equal to the item's value. Okay. When you sell a spare change, it buffs up value. Oh, so it's like Money Tree. Okay. Oh, you're throwing the money into the firm. I get it. Yeah. Your spare change have 0 value. I'm out. I'm out. Quest 1. Reach 300 value. The item's cooldown is reduced by 3. So it goes to a 4-second burn. Okay. Quest 2. Visit Valpak. Your spare chains have +1 value. So you can buff them back up to regular for the lowest level. And attend an economic seminar, you get another value. So you can get them up to 2 value each so that you still get value out of selling them. So Money Furnace is always there just taking your spare change value. Oof. I mean, Quest 1, so at the lowest level, it would take you 150 coins to do Quest 1. And then at the highest level, I can't math. That's 20, 40, 60. That's 60 coins at the highest level. So that's a rough one. I mean, at that point, you're doing more than 300 burn. So it has other uses, but that's a long game and a long time to not be able to use spare change. That's questionable. That's definitely a build around. Pepper spray no longer does direct damage. It's a burn item with cooldown 5 and slow an item a number of seconds. And then it destroys itself in addition to what it did before. Okay. So that's definitely different, right? But it's a burn item now. Pinata is also now a quest item. That's mostly a redesign. So, and it's Visitatiana. And then when you sell it, you get another small toy from any hero, so it buffs it up. If you raid a candy stash, you get 3 chocolate bars out of it. If you visit a gumball machine, you get 3 gumballs. So you can make it a large profit if you hold it and visit places. And if you visit Lick It, you upgrade it. Okay. All right, any more redesigns? Okay, playtime is redesigned. I'm not sure what that item is. The first 4 or 8 at gold or diamond times you use a toy, charge a heal item. Interesting. All right, and now premium pickles give you a pickle on purchase. That is better. Very nice. Private hot springs has a number of changes. It looks like it starts earlier and the numbers are tweaked. Oh, the numbers are buffed for a different reason. All right, so you have 20, 40, or 60 regen for each frozen item. Frozen item? Oh, it's static. So it's not when this triggers, like you just have it. So if it's frozen right now, your regen will tick at that increased or lower level. Okay. And then when it freezes, you freeze it charges. And then, yeah, same as before, but they get frozen longer. Okay, so it's definitely more invested into the freeze actively scenarios. All right, and looks like there's 2 more redesigns. The safe now has quests. Quest 1, defeat 3 monsters, and then if you sell it, you get loot. Quest 2, find a cast of riches, which is an event, and then you sell it, you can get a bag of jewels. Quest 3, another event. Look for spare change. When you sell this, get 6 more spare change, quite a bit. And then invest in yourself, upgrades it. Okay. All right, more. Silk Scarf quest requirements changed. So the first level is 5 more. Oh, they've all been delayed 5. You need 5 more for each. Maybe they felt it was too low. I don't think it was too low, but all right. And then streaming setup is redesigned. It gains a toy tap. The toy type. Your toys and friends have plus damage, heal, and shield equal to their value. Okay, and then when you use a toy or friend, it gains 246. So it's a toy version of the I forget the other one was called, but it was the one that based on the value you shield. So now they gain based on their own value for toys and friends, not just shield items. Okay, I mean not just value of other just random items. And then the T set gains a tool type, and then the Uwashwali bird. Uwashiwali bird. Uwashiwali bird. Yes. It got buffs at the higher levels by a lot. It gains the first 10 times you use this each fight, it starts flying. Okay, so it synergizes with the stop flying capabilities. And it has multicast for each property or vehicle. So vehicles give it 2. Okay. Very nice. All right, so decently long set of updates for Pig. He's definitely plays different now because there's a few of these core items that got changed. Well, let's hop into a run. All right, here we are on day 1 with Pig. Updated our cosmetics for a new run, and let's see what we can find in this new world. We can grab some money. We can do a strange mushroom. Let's look for some weapons. We have some new healing things. Let's grab the golf clubs. I often like to go jungle ruins. Let's see if Valpak has some healing items for us, though. No, it's always good at 1 gold. Yeah, just take those. But let's re-roll since it's cheaper now. We found a heal item. Very nice. And also, this is going to pay you back immediately when you go to another vendor. So grab that at 1. All right.
No pressure though.
Banana Bowl has a heal item, right? Yeah. Sped up. 2 swings. Many banana bowl. Alright. And we got healthy jolt. Nice. Alright, so for this we want properties or vehicles. We're early, so we're appropriately broke. But economic items might help with that. But a free item is a free item. Free is free. Free is free. Hey, little damage buff. Might have an item. And we got an enchant for the bird. Or we can get the gauntlets. Or the bandages. I think that's an easy bird. And now we have that. We want another small item. And we have Andy. We want a heal item, preferably. So now this gives you max health. So that's a decent option. If the opponent is going slow enough. So this would have to slot well with this. We can try it. And then we found all the heal items though. That's nice. So for now, we're going to ignore that. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Let's go with this because it gets the damage buff here too. Now everything works together. All right. So this is, I think this is an okay first day. We have everything on the board getting a buff of some sort. Except for the bird, but the bird is helping buff other things too. So. Alright. Alright, that's out of ammo, but they have a 140 item over there. That isn't going off? Oh, that's the only one that's destroyed. Okay, well then they're just done. Alright. Day 1 victory for Pig is not a guarantee. So, he is a scaling class. Especially since they took away his 50 health bonus on day 1. Bronze Steer. Alright, so these work well in a trio here. Look for medium upgrades for these. We found that one. Alright, Kiwas. And then the safe. We are a little broke to be doing this, but let's get the safe going.
Oh, delivery's free. I like
And since we're broke, free is free. Free is free. We got the bushel, another healing item. When you use an adjacent item, gain 10 max health. When you shield, so I don't have any shield items, but that's nice. Yeah, I think this is what's gonna slot in next for us. Let's get a monster for our quest. We should be able to beat the warrior. Alright, we got our overheal trigger. Quite a bit of damage there, yes. Yeah, we don't have room. Let's get rid of the Nux. Grab that. Anything care about value these guys do? Let's put some value on that. I don't think we're ever using this hatchet, so let's ditch it. Get fins to get max health. Yeah, so we could upgrade the health values on our items. I think we'll do that.
Eat up, bulk up. If you're not growing,
And then get our bag back into place. 10 money is 10 money. We can get a skill because we have a friend. And we have money, so upgrades are actually good for you. Good to look for here too. We got a property. I think the property here is better than, because that's basically 2 in this slot. And we get some shielding. Actually, the ATM is compatible across the board. Let's grab it. Upgrade that. Roll. Oh, we didn't find any upgrades. We don't want that either, so. Well, there's a question of, do you focus on the shielding, charging this, and using an adjacent item, triggering this faster, or do you go for the straight damage buff? 20 per 10. So I think it's this versus this. And who are we fighting against? Mac. Mac often uses poison. And I don't know. And I think this lets us kill them faster. So let's go after that.
I should warn you.
The other avenue is to have more healing items to take care of poison. But I think we need to get him out of there. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we're doing very well here. 100 heal per 5.
I lost everything long before you were
Powered right through all the burn. Very nice. Day 3. Running through. Hey, Herma. That's who we want to see. An upgrade to the golf clubs. We definitely want to see that. Hogwash. Heal equal to 10% of your max health. And you heal, get more max health. We aren't really a max health build right now. And I think I'm abandoning ship on the value for now. Maybe we'll see it later. We want to defeat 2 more monsters. And look for cash of riches. Look for spare change and invest in yourself. I don't know about Hogwash. Let's re-roll though. That's still a regen item for freezing, but these don't really apply to what we're doing. Like maybe the weights. Cache of Riches is one of these, right? We can find a Cache of Riches. So we sell this and get a bag of jewels out of it too. Let's defeat some monsters. I don't remember how difficult Mutant Baker is. Let's try it.
Welcome to my bakery.
I could have right-clicked it. I forgot that you have the ability to check it. I could have right-clicked it to see. But we do heal a bit. 20 poison is a lot to start. But our damage is scaling well.
Sorry.
Ooh, we didn't make it all the way through. But because they are a higher level, we got all the XP we would have gotten from a normal monster. We just didn't get a bonus there. So we actually turned out very well there for a level. Security Center, Bex, Barkun, the reworked Money Furnace. I'm not interested in that in this run. Upgrade to the Lumbars.
Oh, did he see me close a deal?
I think when we level up here, we're going to go for the bushel for another heal trigger, so Atlas Stone will not fit.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Alright. So, max health, income. Let's increase the baseline health. So, when you use an adjacent item, so we want those on our multis. So do we want to upgrade the ATM? Let's upgrade to safe. I think this is more money later. And if you see invest in yourself, it'll go up to gold. All right. There we go. This should be quite a bit of healing
I'm huge.
and quite a bit of max health gain too. They have 5 more health than us. They are a weapons build with a little bit of poison. They have a mossy Yeti crab. New. Heal, heal, heal. Oh yeah, we're doing this. We're a little slow on the damage swing, but well, even without the golf clubs you got there. Those are the kukri and the lumbars. 3 in a row. Look at us go. Alright, let us look for more medium items.
I'm pretty laid back.
Flying pig. This is a flying synergy. Stop flying, you heal 25. They start flying, you haste. I don't think I'm interested. We don't have toys. And then cash cannon is good later. We found an upgrade. There are times where I never find my day 1 and 2 upgrades, but we found a bunch of them already. Let's look at Barcoon.
As a GSM and master merchant, I can.
No. Reroll. No. Alright. We tried.
He's gonna yell at me.
Alright. So I think we easily beat the Hellbelly here. Let's get our extra money. Maybe we'll get a crash site ticket. Yeah, they don't do anywhere near enough damage to do anything to us. I really don't get why this is a gold level encounter. Who loses to this? So this goes out, and then only this is going off. Ganjo. We can get a skill, or we can find a non-weapon item, which is like the ATM, the bushel, and the bird. Not using the Ganjo. Let's look at Kina. This gives us free value. This does too. Let's roll. We're not on the spare change path. Streaming setup upgraded. So this is a toy synergy and friend synergy now. Gain damage, heal, and shield equal to their value. When you use a toy or friend, gain 2 value. So this is good for us, but we kind of want the multi. So we'll have to leave that for now. No burn, but we can get some damage in there.
When you're ready, I'll send you to Orleans.
The damage should be on what triggers twice and fast, at the, even at a similar speed. Let's get that damage there. Free item, free item, free item. The new briefcase with all the quests. Let's take it for a ride. So we're just waiting for all this to upgrade. This is a econ focused stash. Can we get through this with focusing on stash and not upgrading other things? They again have more health, and they have quite a bit of poison and shield. Ooh. I'm not a sure person here. This seems a little rough. We don't have the heal scaling. We would have needed exactly some crit on this and then exactly crit that last time. Alright, so we lost on day 4. Probably because of the focus on econ. Regen, weapons.
Any good fights lately? Oh, I do miss it.
Shield, benefits, gauntlets. The yo-yo? No.
Bazaar is not kind to the weaponless.
Alright, so that's leveled up. Need to defeat another monster for that one. Battlefield the docks. Metal. We are full of medium things. Alright.
Someone else finds it.
Not Scoville. We are not good against burn. We just saw that. And we can survive the 2 primary swings There's a chance of a crit to reload that, but our heal should power us through that, even if they continuously crit here. Yep. All in all, our build is really only these 4 items. These 2 are just filler. And it's not the strongest overall package. But now we all have a crit though. It's good. Sells non-weapon items.
Deals, not war.
Money tree. All right, we got that one. I forgot what that one was, but actually, let me see. Oh, we can't see the unlocked version, and it can be golden and shiny. That was another thing. Being able to know if an item can get a particular enchant is also nice to see here. So shiny is additional, golden is income. Okay. Yeah. This is nice. That's for spare change. All right. Do we want a money tree? Because we don't care about heal amount in this build. But that doesn't mean that that's our build. Let's skip for now. Free synergy. That's not what we are for now. Let's get some money. Economic seminar for the value. We got a monocle and a cash register. Abandoned. Wait, we got the briefcase. When you sell this, get 6. Oh. All right. So let's. That spare change thing is pretty nice. Let's maybe hold on this then. We need one more space. We'll see a monocle again, I think. So Karnak is a bit of a hard fight always for us, because once they go into enraged, they typically have an output that outpaces Pig. This is heal only plus some poison. So this is almost a pacifist fight. Especially since we heal away all their poison every round. So as long as we can outscale their shield growth, we're good. It looks like we definitely can. We're gonna have to hit this window just right though, because they heal up quickly. Can we get another bag to go off? All right, yeah, we need the golf clubs to go off one more time. And we got it. All right, we hit the threshold. Valuable run already. Always celebrate your 4 wins. You don't always get there. Celebrate them every time. Appreciate them. Got some spare change to sell. Looking for change and investing in yourself are still something we're looking for. They sell non-weapon items.
With no weapons, leave
Value
me
increases. So this is a heal synergy item actually. So your weapons and heal items gain damage and heal equal to this item's value. I'm considering this. This starts at 4 for us, then every heal adds 3. So their base values go up. So basically everything about everything else scales. Is that better than the ATM right now? Do you gain more than 50 per swing on this? Because of the frequency of these 3. So this is every cycle of these is 9 heal gain. And then this triggers to give them that. There's also 9 damage. Huh. It'll take a number of cycles for that to get useful. Better than the bird. I don't think that's good right now, but maybe good in the future.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad
Oh, we got
you
update.
bought this.
Gotta grab that. But hey yo, luxury tents. Okay, now we're talking about something else. All right, so we found a great piece rather early because these all get multicast. So, we're gonna need room. I think we just abandoned that right away, right? And this is also a value and item amount buffer. So, how do we get this out of here with an even shape? All right. So we have multi on all of these now. So, and these all uses get max health going. This was an open slot, but so many heal triggers. Yep. Let's ditch that. Ditch the lumbars. Sayonara. You did us well. Rest in pasta. So I don't know if we're looking for any apparel. Let's go to Street Festival. We are indeed looking for a small item. Upgrading that to make it faster is good. I don't think pepper spray is the play. Let's keep looking. All right, we don't have any properties triggering. So we don't have our item yet. Foreman, that's rough. I do not like fighting against Foreman. I'd have to be really confident for that, and I am not. Alright, so we should get a bunch of max health. And a bunch of triggers for golf clubs at gold. Are they just dying to their own burn trigger there? One-time potion's an item, I guess. Looking for spare change, right? Let's look for it.
Now that's giving up the business.
We got so much money coming. Last one would be invest in yourself, which we might see. But that's really just an upgrade of this item itself. So the versions of the items you get out of it.
Is about letting go of what holds you down.
We don't have fire fury. We have 6. But if we ditch this, we have 5.
There are a lot of steps in this stage,
Why not?
but it's beautiful.
Aerodome. We can get an upgrade for this. I don't think we go hunting for that, right? Tools. Flying. I guess we just got some chocolate bars. Level up our health automatically. And let's not add this because we want 5 items so we can get our crit chances.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabogians. My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Alright, they have quite a bit of damage and a lot of health. They're not scaling. Wait, what happened to my item? Did it get sawn in half? Transform an medium item into 2 small items for the fight. Oh, they just wreck your they wreck your synergy. You got that from a dually shop. Oh, medium item punishment? That's not good. Let's look.
Peace.
Property usage. We aren't that person, but we may be later.
Use that for the good of all.
Actually, this can upgrade most of all three of these. So let's grab that.
Feel our energies.
Let's sell that. I should have just bought that first, right? So actually, let's start investing in this. Let's sell the business card and buy and sell these.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Up to 28. Let's look at jewels.
Have a cookie.
Worst case, we can just buy and sell to upgrade
I don't
things.
need any of this. I'm doing it for Laura.
We need 14. So if you buy this, oh no, we upgraded something. Oh, we upgraded to safe. Which I guess that's fine. I suppose we were after upgrading one of these, but I didn't pay enough attention to that. That's on me. Let's get out of here. We should be able to beat the wild man still. But as of this point, I think our build is a bit behind with no upgrades on these 3 middle heal items. We need to replace the Kukuri with a medium heal item to feel better. Battle axe. When you raise, this gains 120. Use that to sell it. Treasure chest. Maybe that's the large item we're interested in.
Why so fight?
So this would be triple. And it would make this a trigger. So I think in this scenario, it will replace the bushel.
Whatever that is for, I hope it pleases
And it
you.
goes off 3 times. That's not bad. All right.
If you're not growing, you're
Health. Let's go health, heal, and regen heals.
Generation is more than by
5 or fewer items.
be learned.
Toy charges. And you get some shield. Let's get the extra health on top.
Wants to heal. It just
We have some money, so let's go to JJ. Properties. No. Nothing good there. All right, let's see if we can get through Mac.
Are you sure?
Hopefully it's a bunch of 1,000 cuts of poison that we can just heal through.
You are a child.
I see burn and poison and regen. A little bit of damage too. All right, so they're potion based. They're gonna get a lot of burn out of that. All right, when we heal quite a bit and we slow. Damage. They get quite a bit of regen though. We do heal a lot, but that 42 burn every cycle is not going to be great for us. Looks like we're doing well enough because all their items are out now. Trigger. There's so many heal triggers now.
I have
All right.
no right for you to ruin.
Now we really want to be upgrading these because these are premium. We have 3 properties to make this bird very useful. The weakest item is still the Kukuri. But we're still looking for a replacement or upgrade on that.
I would spar with you, but
Not the burden. None of those.
all my weapons have been tested in
All
battle.
right, so where are we at? Our change. Invest in yourself and spending 29 more gold.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
All right, so if we buy it like this and we sell this, we can isolate this upgrade to... Oh no, we're going to be 1 short, right? 16, 33. We're going to be one short. Let's buy that.
Oh, how about this
Sell that.
weather where-
So we
Oh, you're leaving.
want to upgrade one of these three. Let's see if we can get it. We got it. Ooh, that's a good one too.
Come back for a refund.
All right. Let's just buy and sell these just to get
Enjoy your purchase.
our bootstraps up a little further.
Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye.
All right. I believe this is the one, yeah, that has the slowing in the bone. Nice new interface here. And then they really punish destroy. So like that medium destroy really punishes them from before. I think we can... The bone gains damage pretty quickly though. Let's not risk it. Go for the fight you can beat. I don't believe they had anything that we really in particularly wanted, so... Yeah, this is an easy fight if we're not destroying things, so... And plus all of our heals slow with the vineyard. Yeah, this incidental damage here is doing some work, but we still would rather have a different heal item here. I'm not sure which one.
Gotta know what you're fighting.
If you have a vehicle, your non-vehicle items cooldowns are reduced by 5. We don't have one, but we do have events that give tags, so we might be able to fulfill that later. Relics. Maybe there's a small relic. That's useful. It's not one of these. These are not small. Alright, we're out.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what
We're
you're
health
fighting
kids.
for.
Small and medium.
Changelings use these things.
None of those are useful here. None of those are either. Maybe we... We kind of don't have room for everything we get out of this. But this gives you 3 spare change and 3 loot items and a bag of jewels and 6 more spare change. So you need 13 slots. So you'd have to have an empty stash plus 3 spots open. Like, you're never getting all of that. And yeah, there's no reason to wait for that. Let's just cash out.
Midsworth says I have to trade even when I
Coin,
don't care.
coin. Oops, almost sold that. 2 XP, very nice. Let's add some healing onto the bird since that goes off 4 times.
Not very big though, is it?
Ammo, in case we ever get an ammo item, is good to keep. Upgrade wise, we have enough items to force one out, I believe. So let's grab that.
Grand Society, blah blah blah. Bye.
We only need 8, so we can buy one of these and
Now that's quality.
upgrade that. It's even faster.
There's fun size and then there's boring size.
Very nice. All right. We are decently good at healing, and that is typically good against
Why must we do
Mac,
this? Death laughs at us both.
but it can easily backfire if you don't scale fast enough. They open the sandstorm early. No, is that what they... Yeah. Ooh, we need to... Yeah, because we need time to build our stuff up. Oh, our healing saved us. Oh, their plan almost worked. It didn't this time, but oh, I'm glad we got that vineyard. All right, day 8. Economic items. That's not what we really have anymore. Small item. Yo-yo. Oh, Deborah. Let's do that. Let's yo-yo in advance. We're looking to sell spare change. And we'll get 6 spare change out of that if we sell it now. But let's look at Deborah. We can gain 4 prestige. So we wouldn't die on this day if we used it here. We get 13 gold or get 1 XP because we only lost 1 monster fight. Yeah, let's keep ourselves alive for a couple more days before we actually end up getting our enchant. Yurden can start going off. I'm a little nervous about that. Let's try. I'm nervous about both of these. Plus 30% max health. Anaconda gets so much multi. I'm gonna go for the Blood Reef Captain.
The tyrant king sends his
Just pure cowardice. Just pure. I recall losing to those in different ways. So let's try to go for the one we can do. The damage isn't getting buffed here, so we're just never gonna lose to this. Even when our damage is not scaling. So we need like a skill to scale our healing on these items. So let's keep our eyes out for skills. Captain's Wheel. We got an enchant. So poison is interesting as another avenue for damage. But haste means we could more readily stay alive. Let's do haste because pig doesn't normally get a lot of haste anyways. Let's put haste here. This is a pretty fast property. And then every heal hastes. So all the items is haste. And we could find an upgrade to this here. We found an upgrade to this. So we get a better boost when we die. That's not bad. 32. Alright, we didn't find anything good there. Alright, but we are now broke. Let's go to the armory. Find something we can sell to be anti-broke. Alright.
Are you sure?
Let's see it, Rio Getty.
My people
Day 9. Looking for win number 7, so we're 2 days behind. They have the new billboard that shields quickly. When you use an item, it increases the value. So it's starting at 30. So pretty fast. And that burn is hot and heavy fast. Yeah. I mean, we're healing, but
eyes on the
that burn, when you focus on it, ooh, wow. Hasted, so it's really fast at diamond, and this is making it go faster. And using medium items increases. Oh, they have a good setup here. Like if you focus on that early, that looks good. If you focus on it early. Let's get some additional health on these. We're still looking for another enchant or a replacement here. None of those. We still need to upgrade the bird. So if we spend 10 here, we could do it here. I think we're out on this. And we just don't risk accidentally upgrading something else. We spend 8 and 8. Alright. Guarantees those upgrades. Get our money back from that. Toss the pickles. Alright. So now, unless we upgrade this, we're done with this. Or we can enchant it and upgrade it. That's even better. Anything else? Freeze. Windmill. Double your max health. Interesting. More glue. Doubles your crit on a skill, I believe. We're not a multi-class thing, so we don't really need that. Like, we're not using items for multiple heroes. That in a normal situation, look at all this heal. Look at all this haste.
The Outlander way is truth.
Hopefully not everyone's like that pig. All right. We want a healing related. Property cooldown or haste. We already haste quite a bit. I don't think we need that one. Max health. 5% off of this. That'll be 4.7-ish. Part of each fight, you take your rightmost non-enchanted toy with fiery for the fight. Property. I think that's it right there.
More from one day in the bazaar.
And now this position doesn't matter.
Academia.
So if this is increasing the crit on both of these, that's excellent. They sell property items.
Excellent, master.
Value based. Yep, we're not value based.
Not today.
So
Not today.
I think we peak if we can get to 7 wins here. Everything there after there is gravy.
You might.
As value based, yeah.
I respect new food.
If we get,
Bare hands.
oh, they got the animated hero.
I should warn you.
Oh, it's extra bouncy.
I've been tracking you across the Outlands. Your scent is
All right. I mean, we heal a lot. Maybe this crit that we get now will be enough for each one of these swings. 'Cause we heal a lot. Yeah. Oh, we got there because that was scaling on us. Oh, we got to 7. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get to 7 in this game, you did well. I don't care what anyone says. 7 is fantastic. That's a win. 4 is a win. 7 is a win-win. All right, we're on Gravy Street here. All right, let's run through it.
Reward the peaceful. Punish
Freezing
the
for faster. Ointment, no. Value based. I used to love gramophone, but there's usually no more room for it these days.
You're listening to your needs.
We have weapons we want to upgrade.
My battle days are over, but my weapons crave more.
Nope, nope, nope.
I hope you live long enough to reconsider.
Lord Arkin. So this is basically, these are constantly pinging you in the face. And then this is re-healing themselves to full. I think we out-heal these for a long time. Let's try them.
Is this creature challenging?
Yeah, for the first several reps, we're not going to get through their full heals. So we just got to out-heal their damage. So their damage does not go up. Yeah, all right. So we got in between their full heals there. We want Unwavering or Flurry of Blows. Those are the main ones. That's not what I said.
That's giving up the business.
Value, loot, gold tier. Maybe it's an upgrade. It's not. All right. Gatling out of here. Weights out of here. Candy stash. I think that's more. That's health. And this is like some crit and whatnot. I think we're fine on that. Let's get some health. Yeah, 120 health. And max health items. That's this one.
It's more than your
Can we find you?
It starts.
No large items. Oh. All right, let's get a signet ring for now then. And gain some max health. It's 100, but we have space.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
There's going to be a lot of triggers this late in the days. Every day beyond the 10th is a risky business. And that destroys a small or medium item the first time. So it actually destroyed the best possible thing. Ah! Oh, someone uses that? Well, color me extremely surprised. When this is destroyed, destroy 3 enemy items for the fight. I only have 5. When you use another tech, charge is 2. When this is destroyed, heal 1,000. And that destroys a thing. Alright, we found ourselves to our death pedestal. Let's get our enchantment. Yes. So what does this look like, Radiant? Your heal items are affected. Alright, so it affects all of our heal items. So we want the Radiant here. This spreads the love across all 3 of these. So, yeah.
I've come too far to fail now.
Alright. So it doesn't protect you from destruction, but freeze and slow are half as long. That'll be good against everyone else. So that's good. Weapons. We are. This is falling back into my standard not being able to find upgrades even late in the day for these items. But let's
People first.
see if we can find them. Maybe we can get that for now.
Moving up in the world.
Well, that upgraded itself, I believe. Yeah, from the boots. Nice. Value. Oh. Upgrade an item. Yes, please. Thank you. Heal 3,000 every 5 is nice. End tweet. All right. Outlands Terror. I don't know that they can do 7,000 within that short of a time frame. I think we just can't lose here. Yeah. Yep. That was not a thing we could lose. All right. Assault Sigil. Rage, no. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of all that. Health, or roll anywhere. Max health. Oh, let's see what the other max health items are. Upgrade that.
I'm proud of you.
Alright. There's an upgrade. Let's look at our small items. We got a bird upgrade. We found an upgrade. Yo-yo. If we had something that buffed damage that wasn't just golf club buffing itself. Yeah, that'd be great. This, however, is interesting. Spices. I mean, even Speedrunner, it charges one of these 2 seconds. It doesn't get charged by anything else, but this also doubles whatever damage is on. 12 seconds is a long time, though. But it's less heal triggers, too. Ooh, am I bought in? This has to be a heal item to replace it. Yeah, we need the heal triggers. I think we're just stuck into it. We're riding it. We're riding it.
I'm not like other
dissect you for study.
Ooh, they have a very nice heal potion that is going for 6 triggers. Ooh. I mean, we heal fast, but they go off a lot. Yeah, we're full healing like they're full healing. Can we make it through? Oh, there was more than 6 on that one. Holy.
If you think you've hurt my feelings, I assure you.
Oh, wow. We got through that? Wow. Okay. Surprising. Hey, we're in the gravy here, so that was a great win. Like that constantly basically being able to re-heal all the way up to full like they are, but not on a limited basis. And we snuck in the middle of their heal cycle. Pretty good. Do we need money right now? Really? We can look see if there's a tool that can replace this.
Fix things. I make the things they fix things with.
Freeze. All right.
I love this stuff so much. I'm almost
Okay. Small and medium. There's some nice stuff in here.
I offer you a chance.
There could be a nice legendary item. Octopus is not. For mini builds, that's fantastic. Not for us right now. Let's go ahead and sell that. A lot of money though. Property usage gives your weapons 15 damage and your shield. Actually, factually, that's fantastic. Now this scales with us on damage. So this is actually useful now. So maybe we're not even looking for that replacement anymore. And doubling your crit, if we can get this skill, is now useful too. But we have 3 unenchanted items to grow with still. Alright, so in terms of what we want from this person, we want their skill. We want clockwork blades. That's it. That ain't it. Alright, sell that. Economic items. Let's boost our heal bases. Nah. See if we can find an upgrade for the Kukuri. See if we can find an upgrade for we found it. Yeah.
Be remorseless.
Okay. We are all diamond except for the golf clubs. And that's pretty good. That means this is 3 seconds. Yeah. Now we are in a great situation.
Are you sure?
We only get frozen or slowed half as much. And we haste quite a bit.
For the show?
They have quite a bit of health. They're burn, regen, and some shield. Alright. We need to get in on our loop. They have some freeze, but it doesn't last very long. That's a lot of burn, though.
Balanced flavor, balanced life. Don't get too salty.
Well, 5 times burn multiplier. That's enough.
The elder told
You know what?
me I never left.
That is a very good run. Good long run. Twists and turns. Yeah, I'm liking the way things are looking. I didn't end up using any of the super reworked items, except for the bird, but I didn't have any vehicles that really utilized that. Yeah, everything else. But yeah, having the information of knowing what the enchants do really did help. So I really do think that these updates definitely helped in this run. So we got an 8-win run. Thanks for the full year of the Bazaar. Gotta keep playing this game. If you like the content, like the game, want to see some more of this game played, please like the video, free to you. It helps the channel grow. Subscribing also helps dramatically. And even leaving a comment saying, what was your favorite moment of the run? Like, was there a pivot that you think I should have gone for, or was an item swap, just one, that would have been a game changer that would have got me to 10 wins? Let me know in the comments. Later.